Okay, thank you very much. The next person to sign up to appear before the board is Mr. James Abercrombie.
I'm afraid I've been flagged.
Please step to the podium and give your name for the record.
Good morning, James Abercrombie for the record. Folks, I'm here about 921 this morning, 921D Land Development Code, as it is written today. I've been conferring with Ms. Gibson, or was at one time. I'm going to read the first sentence under 163-3215. Subsections 3 and 4 provide the exclusive methods for an aggrieved or adversely affected party to appeal and challenge the consistency of a development order with a comprehensive plan adopted under this part, period. Now, if you know anything about English, that finishes that sentence, which means to me that you only have two methods to allow me to be able to take this to civil action under a development order. Now, if you know anything about the judicial process, what I'm doing is appealing your decision to the courts. Without a final written decision, I can't appeal that. I have to appeal it on your hearsay and what you're saying here in front of the board, and basically, once again, have no idea why you made the decisions you made. Now, you took the guts out of 921-4D when you changed it 2 years ago. Once again, you do have to write a final decision. The way it is written now, it's an invalid rule, according to 120-53. In essence, let me see here. It is not arbitrary or capricious, or is written with the agency's class of powers and duties. Now, that's exactly the statute that you used, 120.022, to make your decision to abolish the written final decisions under 921. Once again, it's totally invalid rule. You did not follow the statutes. There's nothing in here about 163. I have an email from Ms. Gibson stating the fact that it's not in your code. 163 is not in your code. You do not have a way for me to be able to file a civil action against your decisions under final order. It's not there. Now, I would like for all of you, now I've given you this complaint. It's very explicit, and it's easy to understand. I'm going to be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to demand that there be a rescission of 921 as it is written now. I'm requesting a rescission of all orders given final decisions from the date that you adopted the new ordinance 921. Once again, this is malicious, folks. This is absolutely malicious. It's a breach of public trust. You are not following the statutes as you are required under your oath. You're not following the Constitution as under your oath. Once again, I will be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to give you time to read this. And I will be filing suit if we don't do something about it. It needs to be taken back to the people. We need to be treated fairly.
Thank you, Mr. Abercrombie.
I have a question for Mr. Abercrombie. If I may.
You're recognized, Commissioner.
Mr. Abercrombie, can you tell me the date? I know you said 2 years ago. Do you have the date? Because I'd like to go back and...
I grabbed the wrong envelope this morning, but it's written in your Land Development Code 921. It gives the date that it was enacted.
Commissioner Reed, we would be happy to provide you with that. And obviously, the county attorney's office disagrees with Mr. Abercrombie's reading of the law. And we feel that we're in compliance with the requirements of Florida statutes, and don't think, there's obviously no malice involved, which is bad intent or mean intent. So, we can provide you with that ordinance that was approved by this board.
I request you to read this complaint. Once again, it's very explicit. It tells you exactly what the statutes are. You can read the statutes for yourself and interpret them yourself. This man's going to get you in trouble if you don't.
Thank you, Mr. Abercrombie. the next person to sign up